If you grew up in the 90s like me, you probably watched Are You Afraid of the Dark on Nickelodeon, and you watched Goosebumps that came out on Fox or Fox Kids. They were the essential 90s horror block kids TV shows back then. Did you ever notice any secret connections between these dark episodes? Well, in this video I'll show you something that involves a director, 2 crazy evil killer cameras, and 2 actors who jumped or wormholed their way over the networks. I call it the twin terrors of Ron Oliver. Before directing Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps, Ron Oliver started with his first film, Prom Night 3: The Last Kiss, 1989. After that, he went on to direct some of the greatest Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes ever, including the pilot episode, The Tale of the Phantom Cab, Season 1, Episode 2, Tale of Laughing in the Dark, where he must have met the actor who's in both episodes I'm talking about with the cameras, Christian Tessier, and not to mention countless other episodes like the one we're about to explore, The Tale of the Curious Camera. Released March 19th, 1994, Season 3, Episode 9 of Are You Afraid of the Dark. This is the ultimate evil object story where a camera captures the worst possible future and brings misfortune to anyone or anything it takes a picture of. This episode established the foundational sort of rule of 90s horror. The cursed object is always too powerful and the kids always ignore the warning. Oliver nailed this type of atmosphere with the creeping dread and the final unsettling fate at the end of the episode. Flash forward 2 years. We've got Oliver directing Goosebumps now, Say Cheese and Die, Season 1, Episode 15, released on February 9th, 1996. And what is the sinister object at the center of this story? What do you think it is? Another evil camera. With these themes being identical, the kicker for me is the biggest Easter eggs of the shared cast. We see Richard McMillan playing Spidey and Calhoun the photographer. He was also in Day After Tomorrow. He's a Canadian actor. He was also in The Fountain 2006. He passed away in 2017. Then we have Christian Tessier. This guy is awesome. He was in The Tomorrow People in 1992. He was also in You Can't Do That on Television. And he was also in the Are You Afraid of the Dark episode, Tale of Laughing in the Dark, one of the greatest episodes that we all know. Oliver paralleled the mid-90s horror block by exploring the same technical fear through the camera as a source of instant karma and inevitable fate. As we see, the Tale of the Curious Camera description says, a camera brings misfortune to anything or anyone it takes a picture of. But when we look at Say Cheese and Die, it says Greg and his friends break into an old warehouse where they find an unusual camera. However, the photographs Greg takes with it seem to predict disaster. See, here we have again the misfortune, the karma, all over again. We have a cursed camera. Even though it seems like the power lied in the camera, the object of the camera, it actually really was in the images that the cameras produced. And Oliver really created a dark atmosphere to bring Stein's story and the story of the Curious Camera to life, showing us that there's proof of coming darkness, anticipation, and creating anxiety. And look at this image. It's very dark for 90s kid stuff. Fatal car crash. As I was watching this video, I discovered a new cool connection that I thought you would appreciate. It's the near anxiety car crash that Oliver introduced in both episodes. It's pretty funny to see how he brought that over from Are You Afraid of the Dark and used it as the same device in Goosebumps here. Well, that about sums it up. Ron Oliver created a pretty cool, singular, dark thematic legacy here with the fear of the snapshot. That idea that your fate is already decided in an image defines a pretty good anxious energy of 90s kids horror back then in both TV shows, Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark. It really teaches us that once you've pretty much viewed the future, you're trapped by it in these scenarios, and it's just scary. You can't get out of it. So, you know, you're always fearing and siding with the characters in that sense because it's pretty real, and they've introduced that pretty good. I think Ron, he got 2 different but equally terrifying ways to teach kids in the 90s kind of a dark lesson through these devices. And if you stayed this long in the video, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm going to share one more really cool small piece of information. Ron Oliver actually directed one of my favorite TV shows ever called The Tomorrow People in 1992. Season 1, the origin story with Christian Tessier. He was in it. It's awesome, man. It was really cool, and I'll do a video on it soon. So thanks, Ron. You made a lot of cool TV shows that I liked, I grew up watching, and was inspired by. And if you like this video, feel free to like it, subscribe to my channel. My name is Adam Genesis. I make art, I make videos and books, so please follow me for more innovative material. Links are in the description below. Have a nice and wonderful day.